Good evening. Welcome once again to the Sullivan Center on the campus of the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois. It's a big CCAC matchup between two of the top teams in the conference. The hosts, the Fighting Saints of St. Francis, and the visiting Cougars of St. Xavier. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for today's game. First time these two teams have matched up this year, although they've certainly seen each other in various events throughout the season. The opening tip is won by St. Francis, and the Fighting Saints take the opening possession in white, heading from right to left in this first half. Cougars in scarlets go from left to right. Aitor has the ball in the post for the Saints. He fires it outside to Delshawn Sims, who gets the scoring started with a three. Delshawn Sims, along with Joffrey Nunnally, Ramel Davis, Merrick Small, and Aitor Anabadarte make up the starting lineup for the Saints today. Kevin Bishop inside for the Cougars. Bishop in trouble, has to kick it out. Three-pointer way off from Davion Lawrence. Fighting Saints get a stop on the opening possession. Cougars are the second highest scoring team in the nation this season. So good start for the Saints with the three-pointer and the stop. You figure they're going to have to shoot well to keep up with the Cougars today. Anabadarte finds an open shooter. That's Joffrey Nunnally knocking down the triple. It's three for Sims, three for Nunnally, and St. Francis is off to a great 6-0 start. Just a minute and 15 seconds in. A foul called on Ramel Davis as Julian Barr takes the contact. Julian Barr, Makai Wilson, Ashton Atwater, Davion Lawrence, and Kevin Bishop. Those are your starters for St. Xavier. This is the fifth game that St. Xavier has played in this arena this year. But again, the first against St. Francis. They're 2-2 on this floor this season. Cougars are 10-2 everywhere else. Three-pointer misses, offensive rebound grabbed by Bishop. Outside, a three-pointer for Makai Wilson, off the mark. Cougars are 0 for their first three. Saints nearly turned it over. Nunnally's pass to Anabadarte was just barely kept in bounds. Here's Ramel Davis, leading scorer this season for the Fighting Saints. Merrick Small at the top of the circle, gives it up to Nunnally, 6 to shoot. Anabadarte tries from the outside, that's short. Long rebound to the Cougars, off and running. It's Ashton Atwater leading the offense. He flings it over to Makai Wilson. Drive from Davion Lawrence. Lawrence spins into the paint, gives it up at the last second and throws it straight out of bounds. And with that, the Cougars will make their first line change of the game. They tend to make these 5-for-5 substitutions. DeAndre Warren is in. Mason Kabelkis on the floor, along with Marco Tojagic, DJ Shelton, and Sando Hill. Full court press from the Cougars. First time they've been able to put this on today, and it results in a turnover. Sando Hill takes it away. Gives it up to DeAndre Warren. Cougars like to run the full court press, but they haven't been able to because they haven't made a shot yet. So they haven't been able to set up that defense until the previous possession, which results in a turnover and their first 2 points of the game. Sando Hill got the steal, and Hill gets the layup as well. Sims to Anabadarte, and Anabadarte is able to race across half court. Now he picks up his dribble, needs help, finds it from Joffrey Nunnally. Small, just outside the three-point line, bounces over to Sims. Delshawn Sims to a cutting Merrick Small, and Small is able to lay it in. 6-point lead for the Fighting Saints. Long pass to Tojagic, not able to finish. Cougars tried to work quickly, came up just short. Anabadarte up top. Directing traffic, he finds Sims, lob down low for Davis. Ramel Davis is double teamed, looking for help, and he throws it out of bounds. Going the other way. Saints go to their bench for the first time as Connor Casper and Ben Fatz come in. It's hard to figure, you know, he's thinking that it's just a good-natured taunt. But again, at this level of basketball, I don't think I've ever seen something like that not called. There's no way you're not going to get called for a technical for taunting. And it's one of the best offensive players for St. Xavier now, forced probably to the bench for a while with 2 fouls. First free throw is good for Nick Nigo. One more coming. Saints have brought a few of their starters back in. Merrick Small and Aitor Anabatarte have returned to the floor. The second shot is good. One-point game. St. Xavier has the lead. Second unit is back on the floor for the Cougars. Sean Richardson working against the press. He gets it across half court with about 2 seconds left on the 10-second clock. Richardson bounces over to Small. Merrick Small gives back to Sean Richardson. Here's sheer Moriarty for 3. It's good. And the Saints are back on top. Sando Hill pulls up inside the 3-point line, finds DeAndre Warren. Warren throws it up for Toyagic, and I think Toyagic was held on that play, so a foul is called on Sean Richardson. Second foul on Richardson. It's 4 on St. Francis. Checking in for Fighting Saints number 2, Delshon Sims. Lobbed in for Toyagic at half court. Walked up to the 3-point line. Handoff to DJ Shelton. 13 to shoot for Shelton. Shelton runs into traffic, kicks it outside. DeAndre Warren finds a wide open shooter. Toyagic misses the 3-pointer from the corner. Anabatarte grabs the rebound and is immediately fouled. Third foul on St. Xavier. That one goes on Mason Cabelkas. Aitor Anabatarte inbounds to Delshon Sims. Sims picks up his dribble and he's fouled. That is the first foul on Sando Hill. It creates an inbounds play from the front court for the Fighting Saints. Shir Moriarty, junior from Israel, his second year with the St. Francis program, lobs it in for Aitor Anabatarte. Here's Delshon Sims. Down low, Anabatarte double team, finds the open shooter. That's Moriarty knocking down his second 3. He's hit 2 in a row, and he's built a 5-point lead for St. Francis. Hill fires over to Warren. A 3-pointer in response is good. Big shot from Warren as St. Francis had seized momentum. St. Xavier able to quiet the crowd a little bit. Delshon Sims has it poked away by Sando Hill. Second steal today for Hill. Hill takes it straight in on Anabatarte, and he's fouled. So Sando Hill will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 10:02 to play in the first half. It's almost exactly at the halfway point. St. Francis has led most of the way. They jumped out to a quick 6-0 lead. St. Xavier has kept it close, though. They've bounced back and forth a couple of times as well, although the Cougars are struggling from the free throw line. Not helping their cause right now. Second shot for Hill is no good. Rebound Anabatarte. Shir Moriarty looking down low for Merrick Small. He has him. Bounce back to Moriarty. Reverse layup is good. He's got the last 8 for the Fighting Saints. Sando Hill turns on the Jets. Picked up by Merrick Small at the free throw line. Hill kicks outside. Long 3-pointer for Warren is good. DeAndre Warren has hit 2 3-pointers, and he pulls the Cougars back to within 1 point. Anabadarte, guarded tightly by Shelton, across half court, fires over to Moriarty. Here's Small with 11 to shoot. Moriarty throws it away. It's picked off by Warren. DeAndre Warren goes one-on-one to the rim, and he's blocked by Sheer Moriarty. Beautifully timed defensive play by Sheer Moriarty. Now he tries to turn it into 3 points and does. So he turns the ball over, but he makes up for it with a defensive stop and a 3-ball. He's got 11 points in the first half. In fact, he's got the last 11 points for St. Francis. Sando Hill up top to Warren. Warren steps back behind the line, and he's got 3 3-pointers. It's Warren and Moriarty right now trading buckets. 11 points for each of them. Delshawn Sims going the other way, and he's fouled with 8:20 on the clock. We'll take a quick timeout. 24-23, St. Francis has the lead. Good back and forth action in the first half at the Sullivan Center today. I'll be back in just a moment. Delshawn Sims misses his first free throw. I mentioned before, free throw shooting has not been the forte of St. Xavier today. Cougars are 0 of 4 from the line. That was the first miss for St. Francis. They're now 3 for 4. Here's Ashton Atwater. Handing it off to Julian Barr. Kevin Bishop gives to Wilson. Wilson bounces to Bishop, who backs it up. Now Bishop working his way in on Merrick Small. He's able to turn it around and bank it home to tie the score at 25. Joffrey Nunnally working in the backcourt for St. Francis. Nunnally lobs it ahead for Delshawn Sims, who makes the catch in stride, flips it back to Merrick Small, and Small is fouled. What a beautiful play from Delshawn Sims. He caught that ball like a wide receiver in stride, and then a no-look pass to Merrick Small. Just a perfect setup. Small was unable to finish, but he had his arm hit on the way up. So now he's got 2 free throws. Small is 74% from the line this year. A 59% shooter from the field. He misses the first free throw. We'll try again for the 1-point lead. It's good. Small's got 3 in the game. Kevin Bishop crosses over on Small. Reverse layup is good. Pretty move from Kevin Bishop. He's worked his way around Small on back-to-back possessions. See if St. Francis has an answer this time. It's Aitor Anabadarte across half court. Anabadarte finds Small. Small has it poked away, but he gets it back. Fired across court, Delshawn Sims, 10 to shoot. Sims gets a screen, steps back, wide open 3. It's good. That's the 7th 3-pointer made this half by St. Francis. They're 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. Here's Makai Wilson. Wilson drives on Nunnally, and he's fouled and finishes. 6:53 to play first half. We're tied at 29. And Makai Wilson can give St. Xavier the lead back. Ben Fatz comes in for Merrick Small. The foul is the first of the game on Nunnally. Both teams have hit their foul limits, so it'll be free throws on any foul called the rest of the half. Mason Kabelka set to shoot free throws here. It'll be a 1-and-1 for him. Kabelka this season has not attempted a free throw. Saints have been fortunate that the Cougars have not been able to knock down their foul shots so far. Kabelkis does hit the front end here, though. Second attempt is no good. So another missed free throw. Keeps St. Xavier behind by 6. The ball goes through the hands of Aitor Anabatarte, and he calls timeout as he saves it. You don't want to burn a timeout in that situation, but inbounded to Nick Nego. They're letting the clock run, so they did not, in fact, have to worry about beating the 10-second clock. Ramel Davis drives, flips it up and in. Bishop finds Davion Lawrence, and Lawrence knocks down the 3. Here comes Aitor Anabatarte racing across half court. Gives it off to Davis. Richardson bounces over to Ben Fatz. Back to Richardson. Got Makai Wilson in the air. Found Anabatarte. Aitor Anabatarte has not scored yet today. He gives it up to Richardson. Corner 3 is good. And the Saints remain red hot. 9 of 13. Shooting 3-pointers. Their lead is 8. Lawrence's pass deflected by Richardson, but Wilson is able to keep it alive. He steps into a 3-pointer and knocks it down. Ahead for Nick Nego. Nego left all alone, and that's a goaltend. Davion Lawrence blocks the Nick Nego shot, but it'll count for 2 for Nego. And Robert Ford calls timeout, the 4th-year head coach of the Cougars. Last loss of theirs was just a 1-point game. It was right here. 94-93 final against Goshen of Indiana. Here's Atwater. Ashton Atwater passes off to Davion Lawrence. Lawrence is stripped and fouled. So Lawrence will go to the free throw line. 68% free throw shooter. It's the second foul on Aitor Anabatarte. Fouls have been so prevalent in this game that you've got to think free throw shooting is going to be a factor today for St. Xavier. They've got to clean it up. Just 2 of 8 as a team, including the front end of a 1-and-1. This will be their last 1-and-1. The next foul will put them into the double bonus. And Lawrence hit the back rim, but he got the roll. Doesn't matter how you do it. You got to put the ball in. He was able to that time. 1 more for Lawrence to try to pull the deficit to 5. That rims out. Rebound grab by Ben Fatz. Fatz puts it on the floor. He was looking to hand it off. Wasn't able to get it away, though, with the tight defensive pressure. Saints finally do get it across half court, set up the offense. Sims bounces over to Fatz, poked away, got it right back. Shirmarides out to Nick Nego, 3-pointer. Nego's off the mark, but the rebound goes to Anabatarte. Back to Nego. Shirmarides had a big first half, 11 points for him. He flings it across to Nego, down to the posts. This is Ben Fatz, triple team. Fatz fights it up in traffic and scores. 4 defenders around him. He's able to score anyway. First 2 points for him. Makai Wilson spins around Nego and draws the foul. So it's an 8-point lead for St. Francis, but the Cougars get to go back to the free throw line. It's Makai Wilson doing the shooting here. Wilson is the leading scorer for St. Xavier, 13 points. He and DeAndre Warren have combined for 25 now after making that free throw. 25 of the 39 for St. Xavier. Davis back in for the Saints. Arte sits down with his 2 fouls. Leading scorers for the Fighting Saints, Sheer Moraides got 14, 9 for Ramel Davis. Aitor Arte, 14 points per game for the season. He has not scored today, 0 for 1 from the field. However, he does have team highs with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Makai Wilson gets the second half started with a 3. He is the game leader now with 17 points. He is 3 for 4 from three-point range. Delshawn Sims for the Fighting Saints gives it up top to Ramel Davis. Hand off to Nunnally. It's Davis driving on Kevin Bishop, getting inside and getting fouled. Free throws were a key storyline in the first half. Fighting Saints 8 of 11 from the stripe. The Cougars were 4 for 12. This has been a very fast-paced game. It's been a very physical game. Both teams have been aggressive. So there were a ton of fouls in the first half. Don't be shocked to see a whole lot more in the second. Davis's first free throw is good. And so you figure free throws are going to be a big factor in this game. On the season, St. Xavier's at 73%. St. Francis is at 77%. So the Saints are a little bit better, but not dramatically so. But again, today it's been dramatic. Saints are +6 now from the foul line, +9 for the game. Davion Lawrence giving it to Ashton Atwater. Atwater gets a screen to his left, steps back behind the line. Lawrence into Makai Wilson. Back outside, Julian Barr for 3. And the Cougars have hit back-to-back three-pointers to open the second half. Sims across half court. Gives to Aitor Arte. Back to Delshawn Sims. 16 on the shot clock. Saints haven't done much so far in this possession. Here's Arte working in the post. Double teamed. Kicks it outside to Sims. Delshawn Sims drives, lays it up, misses, but he's fouled. So Sims will go to the line for 2 shots, and fouls are starting to pile up on St. Xavier. That's the first on Davion Lawrence. Mason Kabelkis has 2. Makai Wilson has 2. So nobody's at 3 yet. Wilson picked up his second with over 8 minutes remaining in the first half. He played a lot of those minutes and has not picked up his third yet. Sims goes 2 of 2 at the line. 56-48, St. Francis. Cougars have knocked down a couple of three-pointers already this half. And there's number 3, Davion Lawrence from the outside. Lawrence knocks down his third three-pointer today. Both of these teams, three-point shooting has been off the charts. Inside, that's a 2-pointer, but it's an easy 2 for Merrick Small, left all alone underneath the hoop. And Aitor Arte found him for his 5th assist today. Makai Wilson misses the three-pointer this time, and Small grabs the rebound. So the Saints, after giving up 3 consecutive three-pointers, get a big 2 from Small. And then a defensive stop, so they're trying to create a little momentum here. It's Nunnally, down low to Small. Small against a pair of defenders, kicks it out to Sims. Delshawn Sims knocks down the 3. Atwater drives on Nunnally. Atwater stripped inside and a foul called on Joffrey Nunnally. That's his 3rd. So the Cougars have picked up a lot of fouls, but they've avoided too much significant trouble on any individual. The Saints now do have a player with 3 fouls. Aitor Arte's got 2. Sean Richardson has 2. And now Nunnally's got 3. Nunnally has 6 points today and a couple of three-pointers. Atwater makes the free throw. Cougars had a bunch of chances in the first half. Never once went 2 of 2 from the line. Let's see if their fortunes change here in the second half. They do. Finally, they knock down 2 in a row. 61-53 as Nick Nigo checks in for Nunnally. Aitor Anabadarte hands it off to Ramel Davis. Small to Sims. Shot clock is down to 10 for Davis. Ramel Davis fires outside to Nick Nigo. Nigo didn't catch it cleanly, wanted the 3, but didn't have it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Merrick Small did not get it off on time. Shot bounces in, but it's a violation and a turnover for St. Francis, the 8th of the game. St. Xavier's only turned it over twice. A big part of the reason, along with the 3-point shooting, that they're still in this game right now. Atwater fires it out to Wilson. Kai Wilson pulls up at the free throw line, misses the jumper. Rebound knocked around, and it is saved by Wilson, but right to Delshawn Sims. So Sims is off and running for the Fighting Saints. Ramel Davis, little leaner, is good. Davis has 13. Matching Delshawn Sims, who's also got 13. There's Davion Lawrence from the corner. Lawrence has his 4th three-pointer of the game. Lawrence just a 31% shooter from the outside. Averages about 1 made 3 per game. He's got 4 today. Aitor Anabadarte is fouled. I think that's going to be on Ashton Atwater, but Lawrence was in there as well. The foul does go on Atwater. It's his 2nd. Number 3 on St. Xavier this half. Second team comes on for St. Xavier. Ben Fatz checks in for St. Francis. Lobbed in for Anabadarte. High post, he fakes the handoff, works his way in on Kabelkas. Turnaround jumper, no good. Anabadarte still scoreless today. Here's DeAndre Warren stepping up to the 3-point line. Out to Sando Hill. Hill drives, gets underneath the basket, throws it outside to Kabelkas, whose foot was on the sideline. 3rd turnover of the game committed by St. Xavier. Sheer Moriarty checks in for Ramel Davis. Moriarty had a huge first half, 14 points, 4 of 5 from beyond the 3-point arc. Delshawn Sims works his way across half court, and then his back foot steps back on the other side of the line. So it is a backcourt violation against Sims. So back-to-back turnovers, one for St. Xavier, and a player had his foot on the sideline, and one for St. Francis, having his foot just barely over the backcourt line. 2 types of turnovers you don't see very often. Sims is also called for a delay of game warning, which doesn't mean anything unless it happens one more time. Kabelkas pull up from the elbow, rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Anabadarte. Senior from Spain, leading the way in rebounds today. Ben Fatz actually has 1 more than Aitor Anabadarte has. Both of them are rebounding well. Here's Fatz in possession. Passed over to Delshawn Sims. Down low, Anabadarte. Help defense comes. He kicks it out to Sims, and Sims knocks down the 3. I've talked a lot about Aitor Anabadarte not scoring today, but he's done a lot of that. Getting extra defensive attention inside and then kicking it out to the open shooter. And that's created a lot of points today. Foul called on Nick Nigo as Marko Tojagic went up for the shot. It looked like Nigo was there first, but he just didn't hold his footing as the contact was made. And so a defensive foul called with 14:43 to play in the second half. John Richardson has it stolen, but a kick is called on Bishop. The ball is dribbled off of his foot. So he's not quite able to come up with the steal. It'll still be St. Francis possession. Aitor Anabadarte checks back in for Connor Casper. Ball is inbounded to Anabadarte. Guarded tightly by Ashton Atwater. Down low, it's Ben Fatz working against Bishop. Kicked outside, Moriarty for three. He's got another one. His fifth three-pointer. He's got 19 points. Matching Delshawn Sims for the game high. Atwater drives and kicks. Bishop tries to answer for three and misses it short. Rebound Richardson. For all the guys who make lots of threes for St. Xavier, and they do make lots, Kevin Bishop isn't one of them. He hasn't made a three yet this year. But he does come up with a deflection and a steal here. Bishop drives on Fatz, shovels it off to Lawrence. Davion Lawrence is fouled by Aitor Anabadarte. That's his third. It's been a weird game for Aitor Anabadarte. He came into today's game just 1 point behind Ramel Davis for the team lead in scoring. He has not scored today. He's got only 2 field goal attempts, but he has been very active. 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and now he's committed 3 fouls. Davion Lawrence makes the first of 2 free throws. The Fighting Saints go back to their bench. Merrick Small, Ramel Davis, Joffrey Nunnally come in. So all of the starters are back on the floor except for Delshawn Sims. Nunnally and Anabadarte are both playing with 3 fouls now. Sheer Moriarty, who just sat down, also has 3. Free throw is good for Lawrence. And a timeout is called. 11:34 on the clock. He also, by the way, is 4 of 4 from the field. St. Francis has only missed 1 shot in the second half. They're 7 of 8, and they're shooting now 71% for the game. Bit of a departure from Saturday when they beat Viterbo 58-53. They surpassed that point total in the first minute of the second half. They struggled to get the shooting percentage near 40 on Saturday. Today they're at 70. It's a very different type of game. Nice move. Aitor Anabadarte spins inside and has his first 2 points today. Here's Sando Hill with the answer. A quick layup for Hill. Anabadarte to Richardson. Nunnally gets it across the timeline and fires over to Ramel Davis. Anabadarte on the outside, bounces down low for Merrick Small. Quickly double teamed, tries to find Anabadarte cutting, but the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by St. Francis. St. Xavier ball. Hill walks it up to the 3-point line. Nearly knocked away by Richardson. Hill keeps possession for St. Xavier. DeAndre Warren had a big first half, looking for his first points in the second half, but he misses the 3. Offensive rebound, Toyagic. He gives to Kabelkis, and Kabelkis can't connect on the 3. Warren chases down the loose ball. Third opportunity here for St. Xavier, approaching the 10-minute mark of the second half. This is Toyagic spinning in the paint and scoring over Merrick Small. Nice move inside by Toyagic. St. Xavier's down by just 12. Have not let the Saints pull away despite the outstanding shooting of St. Francis. Richardson drives and kicks. Here's Anabadarte up top. Nunnally bounces to Small. Anabadarte has 10 seconds on the shot clock. Richardson for 3. It's good. Around the rim, it came out, kissed the glass, and fell for Richardson. His third 3 of the game. He's got 9 points. Small blocks the shot of DeAndre Warren, but he's called for the foul. first of the game on Merrick Small. Delshawn Sims checks in for St. Francis. I think Moriarty is going to come out late here. Anabadarte checks in. Anabadarte's got 3 fouls, so he's in a little bit of trouble himself in that regard, but 3 is fewer than 4. Did the quick math there on that. Atwater gives it to Lawrence. There's Julian Barr stepping back behind the line, missing the 3-pointer short. Rebound poked around, still loose, and Ashton Atwater finally comes away with it. Nice work by Atwater. Lawrence inside on Anabadarte. He's fouled, and he's able to finish. And now 4 fouls on Aitor Anabadarte, and Davion Lawrence has sparked a run here for the Cougars that has pulled them within 12 and a chance to make it 11 right here. Davion Lawrence has really come to life over the last few minutes. 6 straight points for the Cougars. And that makes it 7. Lawrence now has 19 for the game. Anabadarte playing with his 4 fouls. Here's Ramel Davis over to Delshawn Sims. Bounce to Ben Fatz, high post. Fatz gives it to Sims. Sims has had a huge game today. Aitor Anabadarte bounces down low. Ben Fatz makes a move inside, misses. And St. Xavier takes it the other way. Here's Bishop. Bishop kicks it out to Lawrence. Lawrence tries to get inside, poked away by Ben Fatz. Atwater inside, kicks out to Warren. DeAndre Warren drives, kicks to Lawrence, 3-pointer, no. Rebound Anabadarte. So finally, St. Francis is able to clear a defensive rebound. Delshawn Sims loses the ball, gets it back, gives to Ben Fatz. Fatz can't finish, fight for the rebound, and Davion Lawrence bats it out of bounds. 6:02 for the game. St. Francis will keep possession with 20 on the shot clock. Fighting Saints were in control. They had an 18-point lead with Ramel Davis at the line to try to make it 19. He missed that free throw, and ever since, it's been all Cougars. They've scored 9 consecutive points. St. Xavier's biggest lead was 3. Last time they were ahead was about 28 minutes ago of game time. St. Francis has been up by as many as 18. St. Xavier followed that up with a 9-0 run. And it's been right around the spot we're at right now ever since. It's an 11-point game with a chance to make it 12 or 13 from the line, and Davis misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So he's missed 2 straight free throws, typically an 80% shooter. Atwater, guarded by Sims, gives it up to Warren. DeAndre Warren gets the screen, finds Bishop in the corner. Bishop drives the baseline, kicks it to Julian Barr. Corner 3 from Barr is no good. And Ben Fatz wrestles the rebound away from Kevin Bishop. So time is becoming a factor now as Davis walks it across half court and gives to Joffrey Nunnally. Double-digit lead for St. Francis approaching the 3-minute mark. The Cougars are getting close to desperation mode here, but a big steal for Bishop. He can't hold on. And now the question is, did he have possession? It looks like they're going to say yes, he did. So it's a steal for Bishop, but a turnover, which means the shot clock resets to 30 for St. Francis. If the officials determine that Bishop never fully had the steal, there'd be under 10 to shoot right now. Knocked right back out of bounds by the Cougars. Anabadarte will inbound from the sideline. Finds Joffrey Nunnally. Anabadarche looking for Fats. The pass is knocked away again, but Davion Lawrence steps on the line trying to save it. So it'll belong to the Fighting Saints. This has been a roller coaster possession. It has looked on multiple occasions like the Saints were going to lose the ball. They just keep getting it back. Nearly stolen again. When all is said and done, it's a very effective possession for St. Francis. St. Xavier hasn't had the ball in about 45 seconds. Three-pointer Delshawn Sims, and when it ends that way, it's even better. 14-point game. Delshawn Sims now has 6 threes and 22 points as Davion Lawrence misses at the rim. Delshawn Sims is running ahead for Ramel Davis, and Davis lays it in. Saints are pulling away once again, and now St. Xavier needs something resembling a miracle to come back in this one. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Atwater bounces into Bishop. Reverse layup. Rests on the rim and falls. Well, that was on the rim for a long time before finally going in. The Cougars badly needed that bucket. Sims across half court, under 2 minutes to play. Anabadarche bounces over to Ben Fats. Joffrey Nunnally with the shot clock under 10. Anabadarche makes a move and misses the reverse. Fight for the rebound. Anabadarche is fouled going up. So Davis kept the rebound alive. Anabadarche gets to the line. 95 seconds to play. Fighting Saints are closing in on the century mark. This is already a season high in points for them. It had been 92 in a win over Goshen on December 30th, and they got 95 tonight. So they've hit their high, but they can hit 100 for the first time all year. This game has been played at St. Xavier's pace. The Cougars like to move it up and down the floor. They're the #1 scoring team in the CCAC. St. Francis is the #1 defensive team in the CCAC, and they've given up well over their average, 81 points. They typically allow only 66 per game, but they've been able to play at St. Xavier's preferred pace as Julian Barr lays it in. And Robert Ford calls timeout, 1:28 to play. He's on the floor with Aitor Anabadarche, Ben Fats, Joffrey Nunnally, and Delshawn Sims. Anabadarche is the trigger man on the inbounds play. Fires to Maradi, who lobs it ahead for Delshawn Sims. Sims got into the front court, decided to slow it down rather than attack Makai Wilson. Warren knocks the ball away. Sims gets it back in the backcourt. And a timeout is called from the St. Francis bench. Anabadarche will be the inbounder from just shy of half court. Tries to bounce it in to Nunnally, but it's taken away by Atwater. Atwater's pass is deflected right back into his hands, and he's blocked, but a foul called on St. Francis. This is going to go on Aitor Anabadarche, and that's his 5th. So he's done with 72 seconds remaining in the game. Aitor Anabadarche fouls out with just 5 points today. Came in averaging 14 a game. He did have 8 rebounds and 7 assists in the game. The 5 points is not because he had a bad shooting night. It's because he just didn't get that many opportunities. He went 2 for 4 from the field. St. Xavier shut him down a lot.